Hi, Vicky here. Hope you are doing well. It's May 9th, 2020, 5/9, and it's day 59 of our shelter or safe at home rules. My daughter went back to work this week. So far, we are both staying healthy. I hope you and your family are all doing as well as can be expected. I've been sharing a few presentations, webinars, and things here in the group over the past few months. I hope you've taken the time to watch a few of them. I thought I would take the time to come to you myself to say hi and to share a little about my story, why I've always had a side hustle, and why I've ended up with this one. I learned the importance of a home based business when I was in my early 20s. That's a long time ago. I worked in finance and accounting when I had a real job. There's only been a few years since 1978 that I haven't had a side gig going. I am not an accountant, only a background in accounting, so I cannot give you professional advice. But for me, I learned the tax benefits of having a home based business, and they so make it worth it. Evolving into a business that included travel was nice, and I attended conferences and trade shows as I grew my e-com business. I started my e-commerce business in 2002, and it's grown over the years. It's grown into full-time and not near as easy to quit on something like this. I allowed it to take over. I have too much inventory, and I still love going to Vegas on buying trips to buy more, so I keep doing it. My side gig turned into my main gig, and I'm 100% unemployable now. I've done my share of network marketing companies. It's an easy way to start a home based business if you can find one that resonates with your values, has trusted leadership, and you can get behind the product or the technology that is being offered. I value the experience, the awesome products I've learned about and supported, but most of all, the great relationships that being a part of these different companies has brought into my life. Some of you, maybe I've known for years through a few of these companies. I was always better at selling the product than I was the business. I would only join companies that I would love and use their products. A few of those companies I still order from today, and one I continue to receive a small monthly check based on work that I did over 10 years ago when I was building the business. They call that leveraged income. Loving and believing in the products, that's what makes sharing a business easy for me to do. However, I was not always successful at recruiting. They say the fortune is in the follow up, and well, I could do better with that too. If you keep your options open, every now and again, the right person will pitch you with a good idea at the right time, and the next big thing comes along, and there I am, ready to try it all over again. That's what happened for me with this travel business. My friend Kat Simpson was on Facebook doing these Facebook Lives and posts about making travel her business. I was already traveling a lot for my ecom biz. I drive to Vegas frequently. That's a 1,600 plus mile round trip that I can write off the miles for business. I'm fortunate to receive comp rooms in Vegas most times. I do have to earn those rooms though by gambling. I give myself limits, but sometimes those trips can be a little pricey, and it's not always guaranteed that they'll be offered when I need them, like particularly on weekends. When it's out of my pocket, my travel budget has been more Motel 6-ish. I participated in a 5-day travel party to learn the basic details. We've got one of those coming up next week, hosted by our travel team. And by day 3, I knew this was something I wanted to do. I wasn't concerned with recruiting, but I went ahead and joined that side of the business also because I knew that I would have people who would want to join just like I did. And the team had a system in place that I could plug them into. It just made sense. My first year in the travel business, not only did I do my 3 or 4 Vegas trips, but I also went to Cancun for 5 days before I really knew what I was doing. Later that year, I was invited to a 7-day Norwegian seminar at sea training cruise. It was a price I couldn't refuse and a bucket list location for me. I had a few hours of study time in advance, and we had a half a day training session on the ship. I'm a lifetime learner, so I love this stuff. In fact, it was so good that on the ship, we all stayed a few hours extra that afternoon to learn more. The rest of the time, we were encouraged to check out the ship, the food, the different locations, spending one day in my bucket list spot of Havana, Cuba. That was amazing in itself. We also visited three other countries during our other ports of call. I was looking forward to going back and seeing more of Cuba, but I may have to wait a while for that one. I'm so grateful that I took that trip when I did. I was also able to bring my daughter on both of those trips. That right there is my biggest why for doing this business, traveling with my daughter. Last year, I spent 11 days in Jamaica. I took the Jamaica Specialist training available for free through the Jamaican Tourist Board before I left. I was able to then plan a tour day and spent the day traveling through the Negril area and visiting some amazing places with Paula from the Tourist Board. The following day, I had a private secluded resort that I had arranged to check out from a referral for future group events. Paula volunteered to take me there because the resort was one of their clients and she had never visited. Her picking me up was great, and it actually saved me a $75 round trip shuttle charge. I'll post a link to my photo albums in the comments here so that you can see the places that I toured. They say pictures say 1,000 words. I also spent the day visiting resorts in the area where we stayed, and I was able to arrange a tour right there, right on location. So you see, in those 11 days, I truly was working some of it. We did spend a lot of time in the pool, down at the beach, drinking our morning coffee, overlooking the ocean, drinking in general. It's such a tough job. None of the touring was required. It was something that I wanted to do, and I loved the experience, and I love sharing the stories about it. I hope you can see that looking at my pictures, and if it makes you want to visit Jamaica, follow your instincts. We are uncertain when we can travel there again. So they are closed right now, hopefully soon. Um, I'm adding it to the 2021 vision board for now. I do know that being a part of this business, I'm going to be ahead of the curve. I'm able to have insider access to make the best decisions for my safety while traveling, as well as keeping within the budget. I'm still a budget traveler, which is another why I continue to do this business. My own personal savings is important to me. Working from home is a trendy topic right now, and those that are able to do that successfully are beginning to enjoy it. I am stepping up and sharing this opportunity with many. I'm a silver builder with the company, which means that I've helped 6 to 8 families get started. I know there are many more out there looking for something just like this. I'm proud of both IntelliTravel and Planet Marketing. Both companies are well respected in the industry. I want you to know that should you choose to join our team, you will have support and training more than you can imagine. In fact, in the beginning, everything can be a little overwhelming, which, if you have a little downtime, makes this the perfect time to start in order to make the most of your future travel adventures, whenever and wherever they next may be. So, where do you see yourself in the next few years? Will travel be more or less important to you and your family or your lifestyle? I know it's important to me. Travel is good for my soul. I can't wait until I feel safe doing it again. And until then, I'm taking advantage of this downtime to do some reading, some studying, planning, training, just getting ready to go, go, go. I want to focus on my follow up this month. I want to reach out to you and see how you all are doing. Is travel still a priority in your life at this time? If not, I totally get it. But if this is something you've been thinking about, but not sure what to do next, maybe you have a few questions. Let's get those answered. I want to make it easy for you and see how I can help you get started. As I said earlier, next week our team is going to be hosting a 5-day travel party. There will be posts daily with videos, testimonial presentations, posts spread throughout the week for you to consume at your own pace. They are only going to be up for the 5 days, maybe 6 days. So you need to plan time and make sure that you check in so that you can keep up. There will be some really sweet vacation vouchers available for all of you that attend. Most likely, you will have some choices. Let me know if this is something that you would be interested in, and I'll send you a link inviting you to the Facebook group. We see now what we've taken for granted. Travel is shifting, and we'll be back, but it won't be the same. In closing, I'm so grateful I've found what I want to be when I grow up, and I can use show and tell to gain financial freedom for myself, building a legacy business that I never see myself retiring from. People retire to travel. Think about that one. So take care, be safe. Remember, non-essential travel is not advised, but it's coming soon. Be ready to be ready. Peace.